What's up, everybody? It's yours truly, Ricovibes, and welcome to another edition of Take 5. We've got a very special guest in the building. She's representing the beautiful island of Barbados. Miss Sophia Holder, how are you?
I am fine, Rico. Thank you for having me. It's my
pleasure.
first time. I'm
I know.
a little nervous.
It's been a couple of years I've been trying to get you on here too, right?
Yes, I finally made it.
Finally made it.
Thank you.
And the name Holder, now I'm going to show my age a little bit here.
Okay.
But I'm old enough to remember a cricketer by the name of Van Burn Holder.
Yeah, you're really showing your age. I don't know who Van Holder is.
He was a pace bowler from Barbados, and he's now an umpire, because I did my research before I came out. So let me see if he's still alive. And he is actually still alive, but he's now an umpire, a cricket umpire.
What's his name? Garfield
Sobers.
Just celebrated his birthday.
One of the greatest cricketer ever to play the game. Yeah.
And that's the one I know.
Really? So you don't follow cricket then, I take it?
No, but here, Otis Gooden.
Yes.
The fast bowler out of Barbados, and then he became the West Indies. He was my classroom mate.
Oh, really?
We were,
okay.
When I was a girl.
That
was in high school. That's all I know.
That's all you remember cricket? Man, I was a great cricket fan back in the days.
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
so.
I went to a lot of cricket events growing up. And we played dominoes, and we ate, and we hung out. It was the place to lime.
Right.
I didn't really understand much about the game. True confession.
Okay.
True confession.
Wow, okay. Now, going through your bio, man, you got, like, you're true West Indian. You've got 100 jobs and 100 different titles. So where do we start? It's like I'm saying to myself, where do I start? Where do you want to start?
I am open to... what you want to discuss, because for me at this point, I've been doing interviews and having these conversations, and I am not, with all my 100 jobs and titles, a lot of that I've always kept kind of private.
Gotcha.
So if you drive, and I'll follow whichever way you want to go, I'll follow.
Okay. So I was reading that you're an educator.
Yes.
Okay. What do you do in that field?
Okay. So. I taught K-12 education, right? My master's degrees in education, but I love adult education.
Gotcha.
So I taught in K-12. Social studies was my thing. I love people, places, and things. And I transitioned from that to now teaching in an adult education format where I coach single mothers, and I teach a nurturing parenting class, right, for single moms. And what we do with that class is to teach women empowerment, how to break the bridges, fill in the gaps, help them with resources and anything that they would need to strengthen their ability in their parenting journey, deal with their traumas, just get over and take on life and be the driver in their own life challenge. So I really love.
Is that from experience in your own life, personal life?
Yes, and that helps me to be successful with these ladies, because I teach a lot from having the book knowledge. Yes, is one thing, but having that experience, the personal experiences, allows me to be more relatable.
Absolutely.
With the ladies that I work with.
Absolutely.
And having gone through my own share of breakthroughs and my own personal journey, I can empathize a lot with where they're at, and I'm a full demonstration that you can be on the other side of whatever challenges life throw at you, right?
Correct.
And I celebrate that. Wait for the book; it's coming out.
So you have a book?
The book is coming.
Is there a title? Is there a title for it yet?
No, I am still.
Is there a working title, maybe?
It's gonna do. It's something along the being blessed, right?
Gotcha.
Being perfectly imperfect, just coming into terms of accepting myself and the blessings that I've had in life, and coming through what I've been through, and now being here. But I can't find the right title to fit it together, right?
Gotcha.
But
it's going to hit you one day.
Yes, and I want it to be very empowering.
Gotcha.
Right?
Gotcha.
And encouraging.
What is it like being? I don't want to say Bajan, because I don't think that's the word anymore.
That's correct.
It's a Bajan. Okay, because I noticed in your bio it says Barbadian.
Yes.
Is there a difference?
The difference, not really. They're used interchangeably.
Okay.
But I like to say that Barbadian is our heritage, right?
Gotcha.
You're from Barbados, you're Barbadian. Bajan is our culture, right?
Got
Bajan is what we speak. Bajan is what we eat. Bajan is how we walk. Bajan is how we talk.
Right.
Bajan is that cuckoo and flying fish moment, you know? That I can cuss on here?
Of course.
That gallbladder and
What does that mean, though?
I'll break down gallbladder rice. So you know that's Bajan. That bread and fish. Cheese on bread. A lot of my friends like to address me as cheese on bread, but that's all what Bajan is.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the Bajan.
Because I learned a lot. I watched DJ Puffy podcast.
Yes, Puffy
and he has
great.
The rascal hat and all that stuff.
Yes.
So, but I never understood what it meant, really.
There's a young lady out, Lord, I don't want to give her justice. I can't remember her name. She has this song out, the Bajan Code. Two gobblins in a rascal, and they sing that song. But I think it's hilarious. But that's the Bajan culture.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go back to my age for a minute again, because I first got introduced to Barbados via the genre of music called spooge.
Spooge, yes, I grew up on spooge.
Right, which is Wendy Aline.
Wendy Aline, yes.
Right, and that was 40 plus years ago. So that was my introduction to Barbados.
Wow, that's a great one.
I'm obviously from St. Kitts Nevis, so that's what I don't think that genre exists anymore.
I don't think so either. Like the Merry Men and all of them. That was the spooge era. My dad used to manage a band, so I grew up with all the band stuff in the band house, and maybe used to go in there and try to play it and stuff. I love spooge, but spooge to me, I think, can be a mix of like that soulful type of reggae. That Lovers Rock. Yeah, it's very similar to that Lovers Rock kind of energy. Okay. Yeah, but we don't have a lot of that in Barbados in terms of Barbadian artists, right? We are more very strongly in the soca right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Now, being again a Bajan, one of the things I admire about that island is the fact that you have a woman prime minister.
Yes.
Isn't she and it's very it's usual. In this day sometimes it's unusual. But not only is she a woman, she's a strong woman. Her policies and the way she stands up to world leaders, I'm so impressed with it, because I'm a West Indian at the end of the day.
Listen, and to say everything that you just said, you really talking to, you're going to get me to talk my business. But being Caribbean, right, I am super proud, because even to this day, with a woman prime minister running the country and a world leader commanding on the world stage. In my position and the things that I do, I still kind of interact and do some work in Barbados. Correct. And I find that it's still a hierarchy situation where the men are still in that hierarchy, and the women are, well, I don't know, Miss Holder, if I can do that at this time. I do have to check with Mr. So-and-so. Gotcha. Coming up in my relationships and all that stuff, where we always still put those men prevalent, and they question you as a woman, especially a strong woman. Myself as a strong woman, I come up against a lot, and I get a lot of slack and feedback for being strong.
Just because you're a woman.
Because you're a woman, quote unquote, and speaking up and saying no, right?
Wow.
Or just stepping. It's not easy. Wow. So to watch Mia do it, for me, she's a mentor, right? I say Mia, forgive me, Prime Minister Mia. To watch her do it, we call her Auntie Mia. It's great for little girls to see.
Absolutely.
Coming up from the islands. It's so beautiful, and she has such a way of touching people. She stands by her policies, speaks eloquently, and delivers a punch and makes her point, and then she can stop by the rum shop and have a drink with the fellas, right? Hit a tune, dance with you, and you just, this woman is amazing. And I am honored for her to be my prime minister and take lessons from her to help me navigate and do the things I'm trying to get through in life. It's great for her to be that example, and I hope to be an example to another little girl coming up. In our culture, it's very important.
It's needed. It's needed. Especially in the Caribbean culture as well. As an ambassador, because I look to you as an ambassador for Barbados, what do you think your responsibilities are? Living here in the diaspora that we do living in the U.S.?
Well, one of the things, and it's amazing because, again, Prime Minister Mia speaks about this and the expectation of us that lives over and abroad, right? I think the big part of the duty is to keep that heritage alive, right? Pass that on down to the next generation, to remember our island and give back. And help that island to continue to stay afloat.
Gotcha.
And that we remain connected. I think that that's very important. And that's the mission of our organization. You know, that's the fabric of who we are.
Right.
To give back to the island and keep our heritage and the word Barbados on the mouth of others, that we're not just a third world country, as you know, we're known as a third world country. We function in first world
absolutely.
On a first world level,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
And I think that it's big to let people know that that's who we are and what we're doing.
And when we hear the Caribbean, we hear a lot about Jamaica and the other islands. But in terms of leadership, in terms of not the murder capital and not the bad things, the good things Barbados leads in.
Right. You know, when you compare, Jamaica is a larger island, right?
Correct.
So there are more people. They have a history. And so migration amongst Jamaicans has been wider and broader than, say, most islands,
Correct,
right?
correct.
So it's easier to be very familiar and to
Correct.
know Jamaica. Barbados, we've been blessed to have been called Little Bristol, right? And we've honed that British way about us and made our way over the years, and we've made a position for ourselves, right?
Absolutely.
And it is great to be that island with a very low crime rate.
Oh, yeah.
With a very high edge, 98% of we're literate, right?
Right,
Of Barbadians are literate. Our dollar holds a very high value. Living in Barbados, you can sleep with your windows open.
Still to
And
this day?
To this day, our crime has gone up. Now, let's be real, it's 2025, but it's still one of the lowest in the Caribbean. You can take a bus in Barbados for $3.50 from one end of the island to the next as a tourist, and anyone on the bus will give you directions. Go up by the breadfruit tree and then turn left, you know, when you go down the hill.
Right.
And no one will bother you, right?
Wow.
So Barbadians, we don't have a need to migrate as much,
Gotcha.
right? Everything is there. What we do is we travel.
Right.
We will
And you
travel
learn the
and
cultures
shop.
of different...
Yes.
Got it.
Barbadians, we travel heavily to Europe,
Okay.
right? We travel heavily to Europe. We come into the U.S., we do Miami, California, and New York
Got it.
for shopping purposes,
Got it.
right? But migration, it's
Not
not
much.
a big... Back in the 70s, 60s, I think my dad migrated back in the 60s, right? And I grew up knowing my father as he visited Barbados. So I always knew my trajectory was I was moving to the States because my dad moved with the intention of bringing us all with him.
Gotcha.
But as the 80s and 90s came around and Barbados took a turn, migration just became less and less for us.
Wow.
Yeah, let me tell you, go home, they live in... I'm
They're
sorry.
living better than us here, probably, right?
We in Barbados, you say away. They're living away. So when anyone came back from away, you know, they had the big suitcase and there was a smell and you're excited and you know, you're coming home, you bring home. They got everything.
Everything that we have here.
Everything.
Wow.
The fashion, the clothes. I'm borrowing clothes from my cousin when I'm there.
Wow.
They're living really good.
Wow.
Yes.
And you've got the distinct pleasure of having Rihanna
Yes.
as she was born there.
Born there. Yeah, that's my niece. I said, actually, when you run into you know, Sophia, she's going to tell you, that's my niece.
What has that done for the tourism of the island?
Listen, Lord, it has tourism. Well, sugarcane the crop used to be our thing. And then over the years, it became tourism. And now with Rihanna, it has boomed tremendously, which is great for the island. I don't know so much for me as a Bajan, because now the airfare is like doubled than what it used to be, right?
Yeah, of course.
That has changed.
It's a top tourist spot now.
Top tourist spot. And what is great for celebrities and stuff when they go to Barbados, nobody troubles you. They walk on the beach, and we're like, and
Right.
it's very
No one is
peaceful.
starstruck, nothing like
no,
that.
No,
Gotcha.
they don't have to hide on a secret island and in a
Right,
corner or
right,
any of
right.
that stuff. They have a very good time when they're there. There's a section where they own certain properties and stuff
gotcha.
like that. But it's so free, right?
Got it.
And a lot of our tourists, again, European, Switzerland and Australia and all of that stuff. A very European-based tourist industry, and we were top in the tourists in the past couple of years. So I think we just fall down under Aruba. Aruba just knocked us off.
Okay.
But we were up there.
Okay.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about crop over.
Ooh, crop over is going on right now.
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
It's a harder crop over right now. The fats are unbelievable. And one thing I'll say with Barbados, when you party, Carnival crop over in the islands is completely something you should experience. It is nothing like what you get here in the U.S.
Absolutely not. I can tell you that.
The decor, the ambiance of the parties, the setting, the costumes, the all-inclusive parties, magnificent. And that's all happening right now in our crop over. And Kadooment Day is Monday.
Okay.
Kadooment Day is Monday. So for us, crop over started as the end of the crop season, and that's how we celebrated. And it was more of a cultural movement. At some point, it died out. And then the Barbados Board of Tourism, as it was called at the time, back in, I'm going to say early 80s, 70s, they brought it back. And it has been growing ever since then and getting bigger and bigger every year. You know, I at one point had a carnival band here in Atlanta because I love playing mass.
Okay.
Carnival crop over is not a spectator sport.
Right.
If you're going to the islands, find a band, join the band, wear your costume. It's an experience. You must experience it, right? I love it. I love it. We have come from the days where costumes was the grass skirts, right?
Oh, we come a long way.
And now it's string and bees.
Right? Very little to the imagination.
Yes, string and bees. I'm not a fan of string and bees, but I think it's gotten commercialized.
Yes, it has.
It has gotten very commercialized, and it's taken away the essence
Yeah.
of what
It's more money.
It's not
driven.
it's not as cultural driven as it used
Gotcha,
to be, and I
gotcha.
miss that. In Barbados, we start in June. The crop opening, they have the different bands tents, the calypso tents that compete against each other. So we lead up to the final competition. They have the king and queen night of the bands, and they wear the big elaborate costumes and stuff. I hope that is still going on. That used to be so sweet, that coming together and that partying. Friday night we have 4-day morning.
Okay.
4-day morning, they're now doing a lot of costumes as well.
Okay.
The swim kind of wear costumes for 4-day morning
really?
now, which is our equivalent for what they call
Juve?
that. Juve. Yeah. I love 4-day morning. You pay the paint, mask, powder, same thing. Love it. Love it. Pure passionate.
Wow. Talk about, you're wearing it on your shirt here. Talk about United
Barbadians in Georgia. Yes, that's
UBIC.
Ubig.
Ubig. Oh, Ubig.
Yes,
Okay.
United Barbadians in Georgia. Ubig.
That could mean a lot of different meanings.
Yeah, you big. You see, we big.
Yeah.
We do things in a big way.
Right.
Right. We celebrate Barbados in a huge, big way.
Big way. That's right.
We give back to the island. We have we adopted 2 clinics there to assist, with the healthcare, and then we give back in that arena. In November, we celebrate Barbados independence, and we do a scholarship gala. So we do scholarships to deserving students here in Georgia. We prefer of Bajan descent. However, we will give to other Caribbean children as well. UBIG is about a humanitarian organization.
Okay.
We just opened up our women's foundation called We. Right?
Nice.
That's for a women empowerment. And we provide information and resources to women in the community here in Georgia as well. You have transformational coaching you will find on the site. You will find resources, information for assistance with help, with buying a house, purchasing a home. We are opening up a business, help to pay your light bill, all those type of resources
That's
you
great.
can find on our website under our We Foundation. And Ubig, we curate events to celebrate Barbados, demonstrating the Bajan culture, bringing Bajans together, inviting anyone else who just loves Bajan,
Right.
come in, enjoy, get to know us, get to learn about Barbados, right?
Gotcha.
And that's our goal. That's what we do. Keep that heritage going, passing it on to the next generation.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now you got a trip coming up.
Yes.
Talk about that.
So our trip, we are going to Barbados October 9th to the 14th, which is Columbus Day weekend. So you got an extra day in there when you have to take off your time off, your PTO. And we're going in to do a beautification project and showcase our beautiful island of Barbados. So we're going to do a beautification around the outside of our polyclinic that we have adopted in St. Peter, right?
Okay.
That purpose is that when patients have to wait in between for treatments or anything, they can sit outside under the trees, lovely garden, plants, nice clean benches in nature. One of the healthiest things you can do is to be outside and be in nature.
Oh, yes.
So we want to have an area for them that's beautified and comfortable,
Gotcha.
and that they can sit out there in relaxation. So this is our first project that we're able to do, and we're going home to do that in October. And that should take us one day. We have the Barbados, I don't want to get them wrong because I think it's the Horticultural Society that's working with us, in the Barbados Lions Club that's going to meet us and help us work there.
Okay.
The Council General Office of Miami, we're working in collaboration with them, and also Barbados Board of Tourism, Inc., BTMI. We also are supporting us in this venture. So when we get there, you're going to have a nice warm welcome in. We're going to hit and take care of the service. And after we've taken care and we've made sure that the polyclinic is beautiful, we're going to tear Barbados up.
Party.
You're going to see Barbados the Sophia way, right?
Okay.
You
You're going to be the guide?
I'm going to be your guide,
One
your
of the guides,
personal
I guess.
tour guide. Yes, me and the Ubig team.
Gotcha.
We have created a bunch of nice events that you get to tour the island, get to see Rihanna Drive, just see all the things that we did growing up that we loved and enjoyed, and you get to take part of that, right? Show you what's all this fuss about Barbados is about. You get to see Little Bristol from a whole nother perspective.
Nice. Now, for somebody who's going there for the first time, they don't need a visa or anything like that, correct?
No. Going to Barbados, CARICOM, you don't need a visa, right? Just your passport and, good looking face. That's about it. That's
Okay.
all you need. And we welcome you with open arms. From the
Right.
time you land in Barbados, I'll tell you this real funny story. A girlfriend of mine years ago planned a trip to go to Barbados with another girlfriend. Because we have reggae on the hill in Barbados. We just had soca on the hill. You must experience this. Like, it's nothing I can explain. You just have to experience it.
Gotcha.
And she went in with the girlfriend who was dating a guy, and they expected to stay at his house. So the taxi driver took them to the house, and the mom wasn't aware they were coming. So when they got there, she wasn't too pleased that these people had arrived at her door. So the taxi driver said to my girlfriend, "Listen, I don't like the way she's talking to you. Come with me." And he took them to his house and set them up. So when I got in, I called her. I said, "Shawnee, where are you?" She says, "I'm in St. Philip and I'm staying with this." I says, "No, you come with me." She says, "No, girl, he is taking me all over the island. He bought his food," and she spent her vacation, no freshest or anything.
Right.
They learned everything about Barbados, had a really good time. And I tell you that story as the generosity of the people of Barbados.
Wow.
Growing up, I remember our tourist spiel wasn't about the fact that we had like waterfalls or those type of things. It was the love of the people.
Hospitality.
Bajan hospitality is non-par. We love everybody.
Wow.
Take a drink. It's coming. Take a drink. Take a drink. You gotta drink a drink. If you don't take the drink, it's an insult. Take the drink. Sip it. Okay. We are the home of rum.
That's good to. Well, I don't drink, but that's good to learn before I get there.
Yes, we are the home of rum. We are the inventors of the rum. The oldest rum was made in Barbados.
What was the name of the rum?
Mungay. Yes. Rum is our thing. We have more rum shops than we have churches.
Oh gosh, I don't know if that's good or bad.
I don't know, but honey, you can go to church to the rum shop, from the rum shop to the church, but rum is our thing. Rum is our thing. And still highly educated. So you see how we do it?
Right.
If you get sick, my grandmother said, take a shot. whatever it is, you take a shot.
I've been on the airport a couple of times. Never came off the plane.
No.
I was always passing through.
I know. You are missing an experience.
I know.
Because Barbados have something for everybody, right? And we're a small island. You can go around that sucker in one day, 166 square miles, right? But it's breathtaking. Gotcha. The views are so beautiful. Gotcha. Our beaches, the sand, and what's great, I think there are other islands that are like this, but we don't pay to go on our beaches. There are no private beaches in Barbados, right?
There shouldn't be anyway.
Everything is open to us and anyone, and you can come and partake and enjoy. So it's very relaxing. You can come and sit on the beach all day and do nothing and have a great time. Or you can hit the Gap and go out and hit the clubs and have a fabulous time. It's always a mix, right? When we're there, we're going to have jazz at the Wyndham in Barbados. Used to be Sam Lars Castle.
Okay.
In Sam Lars Castle, it's kind of built like up on a hill. And the story goes that Sam Lars was a pirate. So when the ships used to be traveling to go to England, with all the riches and stuff that kept collected from the islands, Sam Lord used to put the lanterns and stuff up, and the ships would think that they're coming into London, and then he would rob them.
Oh Lord, okay.
Yeah. So and then he was like one of them rich pirates that lived there in Barbados for many years, and now the Sam Lars Castle is turned into one of the most famous, biggest hotels in Barbados. Wow. So when we have jazz up there, the view, the ambiance of it, it's going to be all white night on the Sunday night of our trip. It's going to be spectacular. So we're hoping you guys will come out and join us, right? It's going to be an experience of a lifetime.
How do they sign up for this? How do they get in contact with you?
Ubig 246.org is our website, and everything about us is there. You can also find us on Instagram. That is ubig246_, and we are on Facebook as United Barbadians in Georgia.
So 246 is the area code.
246 is the area code. Yes.
Barbados.
Yes.
I just got a full history lesson in what, 30 minutes maybe?
In 30 minutes. My pleasure.
I know. What else do you want folks to know?
Follow and like us on Facebook. I think that's important. Come out and support. We encourage everyone, Barbadian or not, to learn about our culture and spend time with us as we give back and help out here in the community. We are very big on doing that. We have our November galas coming up. That's November 15th. Please look out for the information on that. Again, join us on this trip of a lifetime. You won't regret it. Everything Sophia touches is, magnifique. I learned that when I was studying in Africa. They would say, how are you doing today? And I would say, magnifique, because that's all the French I could get.
I hear a little bit of your Bajan accent / twang comes out once in a while, but I don't hear it a lot.
You want to hear my Bajan?
So I love the accent.
Here's the thing. I'll be really real with you guys. In Barbados, when we grew up, you couldn't really speak. It's not allowed to really speak Bajan in school. We had to always learn to speak standard English.
Or the Queen's English,
as they would say. I'm Americanized now, so I don't have much of the Queen's English left. But so it's just a standard way for me to speak. Gosh. However, in the company of a Bajan as it's flowing, my Bajan is still there.
Okay.
But the thing is, when I go home, here I'm trying to write. My cousins would tell me, "What's that you speaking? You don't even sound like a real Bajan." So I'm trying my best to cheese on bread.
Right.
I think I'm Bajan in.
Oh, yeah. How is the diaspora of Bajans here in Atlanta? Because I don't see a lot. I know you. I don't know a lot of Bajans here.
We're here. We're here. It's the where, right?
Right.
We're here. Bajans, again, we are your lawyers and your doctors.
Gotcha.
We are in those professional positions. You don't see us as entrepreneurs. We would be your lawyer or your real estate or type of a thing. We have the younger generation that you would see more, out in that social circle. But we tend to socialize amongst ourselves.
Gotcha.
Right?
Gotcha.
I would say that.
Gotcha.
But we're here and we're heavy. Last year then 2 years in a row, the first year, for our Independence Gala, for example, we had over 300 guests.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
The Bajans are here. They do come out. We do have a good time. I am on a mission that we all start to circulate. I find in Atlanta the Jamaicans are here, the Trinidadians
very
over
segregated.
here. Segregated, yeah. I mean, we're one Caribbean.
Yeah.
We all eat rice and peas and stew chicken.
Yeah.
And it could be curry chicken or chicken curries. The same thing.
And we're one CARICOM, really.
Right, one CARICOM. And we have to learn to be that supportive of each other.
Absolutely.
I just saw Prime Minister Mia as she was leading, as a CARICOM leader. She had a forum the other day. And she has opened it up where Belize, I believe, is the country, Barbados, and it's about 5 of them that have come to the agreement where they have opened the CARICOM that you can now travel freely between those countries. Because she's working towards that. We need each other, right? We need each other. And the more this world is going in the direction that it's going in.
Especially under Trumpism, we definitely
we need each other. Yeah. So this, segregation type of thing, we need to done away with that. I like bacon shark. I like jerk chicken. I like pilag. I love learning about all the different islands. St. Kitts and Nevis, I think I visited, because I try to visit most of them, right? I think I visited them on a cruise ship, right? Okay. I try to get around to all the carnivals as much as possible. But I think it's important that we support each other.
Absolutely.
It's big.
Absolutely. Sophia Holder, my special guest, I thank you. Is there anything else? Because you again, you have wear so many different hats.
I think we've touched it all.
Did we touch everything? I want to make sure.
Yeah, I think for what we're doing on this platform, we've touched it all, right? Okay. You can stay tuned for the other information that's going to come up.
When you have any other stuff, any other ventures that you want to get into, you're welcome here anytime.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Again, that trip is October 9th to the 14th, right? And we are United Barbadians in Georgia. You can visit us at ubig246.org. That's ubig246.org.
All right. My special guest today, Miss Sophia Holder, representing Barbados to the fullest, as you can see. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. That's youtube.com/Ricovibes. And we'll catch you next time on another edition of Take 5.
Thank you for having me, Rico. This was a pleasure.
My
Thank
pleasure.
you.
All right.
Every day I rise before the sun to make sure our food is perfect. At Golden Cross, we cook everything from scratch because that's what it takes to live up to the name. We bring authentic ingredients from Jamaica to make sure everything tastes just right. And when I see our customers enjoying our food, it makes it all worth it.
Dad, can we get some of this and some of that and this and that?
Golden Cross Caribbean Restaurant. Real Jamaican food cooked from scratch.